Episode 21 of the IdoctorUK podcast. Just like we do every week, I'm fully winging it, and I don't know what I'm going to talk about yet. But the iPhone 16 rumours are sort of flying around. What a surprise. We've got an improved camera. It looks like they're going to go with the 5x camera by the looks of things on the Pro models, I think it was mainly. 5x camera using the periscope design, similar to what we've seen probably on the Samsung models. They have that long camera in the back there. What that means for repairing it, probably the same. Now, more and more info's coming about with the right to repair legislation. I think Minnesota went live with right to repair laws as of 1st of July. I've not read into it. I'll be honest, I've not looked enough into it. I'm recording this podcast just on a bit of a whim because Alex goes to Benidorm tomorrow. He's going to have a great time. I'm going to be trying to record and edit all the videos as much as I can, but it probably won't happen. Just because I've not got that much to talk about this week, I think it's probably a good idea that we talk about some more upcoming things that we've got available. We're pretty much locked in for a trip to Serbia. I'm not going to tease too much about what we're going to have a look at, but 100% keep an eye out on the channel because something exciting is coming very soon as part of the iDoctor specials. I think I've broadly sort of talked about it recently. I asked for some feedback. I don't think many of you gave much feedback. There was definitely one, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. But yeah, we're gonna travel about a bit. We've got the IFA in Berlin, which we're nearly not locked down for. We're going to Serbia next month to go and have a look at something cool. We're going to China next year. Vegas next April, I think it is. There's a repair show in Vegas, and we're going to 100% try and get there. And the other cool thing what we got on is going to the worst rated. That was it. Somebody actually said in the comments, I've remembered now, that we need to go down to London and see how they repair things in London. I don't know if it'd be that much contrast unless you go to the very touristy places. I imagine that they'll just rob people blind and offer very expensive things, very cheap things for very expensive prices, hoping that they just catch the tourists off guard. So we're going to go a little bit closer and we're going to go to the worst rated phone shop in Manchester. We're in Manchester. Yeah, I think we're going to... Yeah, so we got 3 of the lowest rated phone shops, and we'll take in like an iPhone 11, for example, and we'll just get the screen replaced, or we'll get battery replaced at another one, and we will rate them and tell you what we think of them. I think it's probably a bit shady, but shit happens, doesn't it? So yeah, there were the rating bad phone shops that we're 100% going to do. And then I really want to get down to Steve's place at Replace Base because I've been there before. It was probably about 3 years ago that I went there, and it's a fucking sick place. There's so much going on there. Why am I even talking rubbish here for? Steve at Replace Base very kindly sent us one of his Protection Pro machines. I've put one of the back covers on my phone. I don't know if you can see it there. And we've got the front screen protectors as well. And they're just like literally different gravy. They're so much better. It's a wet application that we're using on it. Did I talk about this on I think I talked about it on the podcast last week, but we've had some hands-on experience with it. It's looking really good. The beautiful thing about it is this Protection Pro, where we were using the Deviant machine and the Forward machine previously, there tended to be quite a lot of wastage. Like if you line it up wrong and it ends up missing, like for example, you're doing an iPhone SE screen and it misses the home button, that's it. You can't reapply that. If you do, it's going to look rubbish. And then the standard films, I didn't get on with them at all. They were terrible. Whereas these, like, if you put this on and it's out of line, you can peel it up, squirt some liquid back at it, and it just works again. It's really good. So that's the Protection Pro machine. Plus it does iPads. I've done a couple of iPads with it, and it just works well. It's a little bit more expensive. We talked about that last week, but it's just so much better. So much better. And yeah, Steve sent us it free of charge just to rate it. And yeah, I think we'll do some shorts on it this week, so look out for those. 100% doing some shorts on it this week, actually. And we're going to hit Nathan's phone with a hammer until it breaks. We've also... There's a football place what's opened up... Well, is opening around the corner. So we're thinking about just like kicking some footballs at these phones with Protection Pro on them and see how well they survive that, essentially. So, yeah. Lots of exciting things. The iPhone 16 rumours, we've talked about those. Obviously, I touched on Alex going away earlier. Like, normally we've got a bit of a plan. We'll record this on a Thursday. This is a Monday that we're recording this, so I'm totally off guard. I've also got loads of repairs what are on my workstation, what I need to get done. I've got a meeting at 2. It's 1:15 now, so I don't know if anybody else struggles with like time management, but if I've got a meeting at 2, I'm not doing anything between 12 and 2 until this meeting happens. I'm walking up and down. I don't know, I'm grabbing a coffee, anything. Like, I'll not start doing anything. I really struggle with that. But yeah, that's pretty much all that's going on. I'm just trying to look around and see if there's anything else exciting. Very little to say this week. I apologise if this podcast has been poor, but that just about wraps it up. I will see you next week for a more exciting one where I will be more prepared and I will make some notes and maybe do a exciting trick. Maybe the worm across the floor or something. See you next time.